Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you my February bullet journal setup, and I have a couple of pages that I haven't done yet, so we're going to set that up together and I'll just take you along with me as I journal. So here is my monthly page. I already showed this in my last video where I showed you my 2022 setup, but I think a few things have changed since then. I filled it out a little bit more. And I also added little hints of purple here and there, so I have some washi tape here, and I also added some stamped details because as we go into the month and I've started my weekly layouts, I've just added little hints of purple here and there, so I kind of wanted to tie it all together. So here is my first weekly spread, and this week there were 5 days in February because the first 2 days were back in January, so I had a different spread for that. So since I didn't have enough days for 2 spreads, I just made the left side a whole page for notes, and it just left me a little bit more space to play around with some detailing. So I have some stickers here, some washi tape, and some letter stickers as well. On this side I have my weekly layout, and this is going to be pretty much the setup for my weekly layouts for February. So here you can see a more empty one with a full week. I have 5 days on one side and then 2 days on the other one, and then at the bottom of the right page I have some space for some extra sections. And then again, I've added some stickers and some washi tape as decoration. And here is the next one that I have partially done. Not quite finished yet, I just have to add those extra boxes and then some more stickers. So I'm gonna show you today how I do this, because I have a week and then like a couple of days that I need to make a layout for, so I'm gonna do that right now. Oh, actually first, before I do that, this is going to be a full weekly spread. Then I have a half page because there's only going to be 2 more days for the last week of February. And then this is another page I have. This is my egg tracker to keep track of how many eggs my chickens lay. And I think this one turned out really cute, so I wanted to show you that. I love these little stickers here. And then I did some stamping here. And then I combined lettering with some letter stickers, and then that purple washi tape that I've been using throughout the month. So I think that turned out really cute. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this weekly spread, and for my weekly spreads I've been using this letter and number stamp set that I have. This is an acrylic stamp set from Mama Elephant. And it's really been coming in handy for my weekly spreads because I can just keep reusing these stamps instead of having to buy like a set of number or letter stickers. And also the thing with buying stickers is that when you have to reuse the same like letters and numbers over and over again, you just end up with so many extras from all of the numbers and letters you don't use, and then you never have enough to like get through the whole month, especially if you're like numbering every day of the week. So it's really nice to be able to have these reusable stamps, and I can make everything match for the month. So I have an acrylic stamp block here, and you can see how I just lined it up on my paper first, and now I have my stamps mounted on my stamp block. I have 2 ink pads that I'm going to be using here. This one is a Ranger Distress ink pad in Wilted Violet, and this is what the color looks like. And then I have a mini ink cube. This one is from Hero Arts, and I used to be subscribed to like a card making monthly kit, and they would always send these little ink cubes, which I find really handy. So first I'm gonna be using this purple one, and then we're gonna stamp the February at the top. Before I clean off my stamps, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp the top of the next page as well because I need the same header for this. think that purple color is so pretty. It's a little bolder than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be a little bit more lavender, but I think it turns out really nice. I'm usually too lazy to like wipe off my stamps, so what I'll do is I just have a piece of scrap paper that I keep next to me, and I'll just stamp off all of that extra ink like this. But if you're better than me, you can use like a damp rag, or there's like special stamp cleaners you can use, or sometimes I like to use baby wipes as well, because those are easy to have on hand. So that's it for the letters, and I'm gonna draw in my lines before I stamp the numbers, just so that I make sure I have enough space for everything. So let me go ahead and do that. So next I'm going to stamp all the numbers, and instead of going one by one for each date, I'm going to go ahead and stamp the 2s for all of these. It just makes it a little bit more efficient instead of having to take off and mount the numbers for everyone. I can go through and do all of these at one time. And I know this one's going to be 22, so I can go ahead and double stamp that one. I'm doing these numbers kind of close to the bottom of each of these sections, so that later on I have space for like a little sticker up top. I can go ahead and do it on the next spread as well. These acrylic stamps are really nice because you can see through your block to see where you're stamping. If you had like wood mounted stamps, you wouldn't really be able to see where you were stamping, and sometimes they end up like a little bit crooked. And that's a good look too. I actually like that look sometimes, but it's nice to have the option to have everything like nicely lined up and to be able to see everything clearly. Alright, so now all my numbers are stamped. I'm going to be adding some of these circle washi stickers above each of these numbers, just like that. And in these circles, I'm going to write the days of the week. I love these little circle stickers. When I did my stationery haul, I bought them in 2 different colors. I have these gray ones and then also some yellow-orange ones, but I think I'm gonna need to order them in every color. I think they're just so nice to have, a nice basic thing that you can find a space for in any kind of spread. I like that it has a really simple and minimal look to it, but it does add a little extra something that makes everything just look a little bit more polished and finished. And then for my days of the week, I'm going to be using this Uniball Signo white gel pen. The material of these stickers is just a tiny bit slick, but I find that if I go slow with the gel pen, Sometimes I have to like go over each stroke a couple of times, but if I let everything dry completely, it should stay no problem. There are probably pens that might be better for this, like maybe like a chalk marker, but this is all I have, so it's what I'm using. Oh, I forgot when I was doing the numbers at the top here after the February, I like to do the date range up top as well, so that at a quick glance I can see like what week I'm up to on the month. So let me go ahead and stamp those in really quick. My stamp set doesn't come with a dash or a hyphen, so what I'm doing is taking that I, and I can just ink it up like normal, but I'm gonna mask off like half of that with a piece of paper, and that way I just get a little section. So again, that's where it's really handy to have these clear stamps, because you can kind of like mask off areas and manipulate your stamps to make them work a little bit better for you. That would really be difficult, if not impossible, to do with a wood-mounted stamp. So now I've got the top done for this spread. The other one I'm just gonna leave as is, just because it's only 2 days anyway, and it's pretty obvious it's the end of the month for this spread. So I'm just gonna put in the days of the week here. So I have these nice long sections for each day of the week, but I like to separate mine into 2 areas. And on the first area, I like to do like events and just anything special that's happening that day. And I also like to do my meal planning in that section. And then the other section I usually use for my like to-do list for the day. At the top of the right side, I'm gonna do a little mini tracker for my workouts. Getting stronger is one of my goals for this year, so I'm making sure to have a little workout tracker on every weekly spread. This keeps me accountable, but it also makes it more manageable so that I can separate my workouts into different categories. And I also have like a monthly overall workout tracker. This is on my monthly spread, just so that I can look at a glance to see how many times I worked out for the month. Then at the bottom of that right page where I have some empty space, I'm gonna use a couple of these green Post-it stickers, and this one is like the lightest one, the most neutral color that will kind of go with everything else on my page, so I'm gonna use that one. This is just gonna be a little space for my extra sections for the week. I always do one for my to-do list and like weekly projects to keep in mind, and then I like to do one for my meal planning. Alright, so we've got the basics of this spread done. Now for the fun part, we can decorate it with washi tape and stickers. So I have these 2 sets of food stickers, and I think I'm gonna add some of these around my meal planning box. It's nice that these sticker sheets have clear backings, because I can kind of just like move them around on my page without taking them off the backing to see where I want to place things. Then I have my purple washi to tie in some of that purple color from the header. I like to try and keep it a little bit balanced, so since I have purple on this side of the page, I want to also have it somewhere on this side as well. And then I also have this black and white grid washi. Then I think I'm gonna put in some of these blue and purple star stickers. I think the color just works really nice with my purple header. I think I'll use this big planet sticker and just put it up top there. Just adds a little bit of extra color. So I think I'm gonna leave this spread as is. As I go throughout the week, if I have empty spaces, I can add more stickers around. And I'm gonna go back one page. I never finished off this page with my 2 sections at the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that quickly, and then I can maybe add some more stickers to there too. I think for this one, I will add some of these blue and purple foliage stickers. Alright, so that spread is now finished too, and now I just have this last half spread to do. For this one, since it's not a full week, I'm not going to do the 2 sections that I normally do, or my workout tracker on top. I think what I'll do is I'll just do 1 section that will be like a general note section for me to jot down anything, and then the rest I can just play with and add some decorative elements. And it's nice to have a bigger area to work with because I can play around a little bit more. Maybe I can layer up some materials, maybe some of these little stickers that I have, or maybe some cool papers as well. So I'm just trying to decide what kind of look I want. I have some of this old book paper. I have some of my cool typography papers. And also just some like stationery scrapbooking paper. I think this one might go well. On the other side we have these drink stickers that are a little bit more of like a graphic cartoonish look. So I think going with something that's a little bit more vintage won't go as well with that. And I think this style might look good with that. And the cool tone of the gray also goes with the purple as well. So I'm just gonna rip this page into a nice piece. Kind of like that. I think that'll fit there pretty nicely. And then maybe I can also add one of these to layer on top. I'm gonna look through my little booklet of stickers here. I know I've seen some like more winter landscapes that I think will work well since this is for February. Actually, I kind of like this one too. It kind of has like a purple tinge to it. But let's see what else we have. I think one of these for sure will work well. They both look really good. I like the tone of this. It matches my paper really nicely, but then this one has a really nice wintry scene. So I don't know which one to choose. I think I like this wintry scene. So I'm just gonna tape this down. And then this one is a sticker. So I've got a nice little layered look there. It's actually pretty subtle. You can't really see that with all the stuff going on underneath, so maybe I'll move that over a little bit more. That way you can see a little bit more of the sticker. Now I'm double guessing myself because you can't really see that much of this sticker there. Let me just try the other one. It's really nice that these stickers remove easily because, as you may be able to tell, I'm a little bit indecisive sometimes. Yeah, that one works a lot better. You can just see more of that, even with the type kind of showing through it. So I think I'm gonna stick with that one. And I can just make a little header here for my notes. And I'll have this whole space here. I'm gonna stick this one back onto its backing and try and use it again another time. I'm gonna look through this sticker pack really quick because I have a few of these stickers on the other side of my spread, and I want to see if it would look good to kind of match it on the other side, again to balance it. I like the look of one of them going in this spot over here. A lot of times I like to go over the corners of where things overlap to kind of soften it. And I think this one's nice because it has a lot of those blue-purple tones that I've been using this month. And it's kind of an interesting combination with the look of the more realistic photograph sticker, but I do think it like kind of contrasts it and it's really fun. So I'll just put that right there. And I think that about sums up the two spreads that I had to finish off today. So let me do a quick flip through of the entire month of February. So here's the final flip through of my February bullet journal. I've got the monthly page here, and then we're gonna go into the weekly pages. Here's that first one with the large notes page, and then a few full week spreads that are empty right now, but soon they'll be filled up. And I'm keeping my weekly spreads pretty simple this year. Pretty basic setup with my two sections and then just a little section for my tracker up top. And this is the one that we did together today. And then also this half page for the last 2 days of February. This nice layered decorative area over here. And then this is my egg tracker. So that's it for February's bullet journal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you again in the next one.